Good morning, students. Hope you have completed with 11th chapter. Now we'll be doing our 12th chapter of MSc, that is social evils according to Gandhi. Now students, social evils, the topic itself is very clear. It means evils prevalent in the society. So here, in the introduction of this chapter, you see Gandhiji was an apostle of truth. That is, he was a person who always followed truth, believed in truth and lived his life according to truth. For him, truth was God. We saw in the previous chapters, for Gandhiji, truth was God. And according to him, it does not mean that if you don't say lies, you are a truthful person. Not like that. For him, you are not truthful if you always speak the truth. For him, to be truthful means to be right in your thought, speech and action. Again, I repeat over here, students. Here I have put a cross over here. For us, being truthful is not saying lies. Means always speaking the truth. But for Gandhiji, this was not enough. For him, if you are a truthful person, you must be truthful in your thought, in your speech and in your action. And for him, truth had another dimension also. What was that? It was a source of character. Good character source emerges from truth. And for him, all the good and great things was always truth. The foundation of truth is good and great things. Or you can say the foundation of all good and great things is from truth. Now, any activity, whether you do a small work or a great work, you should have truth in that. Great activities performed worldwide are great. Why? Because there is truth in that. Every action of Gandhiji considered itself right. Gandhiji considered his activities right. Why? Because every action of him was having truth in it. Now, in this whole world, in this universe, spirituality, politics, that is political sphere, economic sphere and religious sphere, every sphere has truth in that. If there is no truth in any of these spheres, then it has no value. See students, here in your textbook you have the word credibility. That is, for spirituality, for political life, for economic life, social, religious, any of the spheres, if you need credibility, if you need a good value, you should have truth in that. According to Gandhiji, there are many social evils, but the main social evils mentioned in your chapter here are the 7 social evils. The first one, politics without principle. Second, wealth without work. Third one is pleasure without conscience. Fourth, knowledge without character. Fifth one is commerce without morality. Sixth is science without humanity. And the 7th one is worship without sacrifice. We will do each one in detail. First, we'll go with the first one, politics without principle. Now, the first one is politics without principle. Here it means, politics is what basically, students, it means to serve the society, to serve the people. But nowadays what we see in a society, politics is a means to always cheat people. Only some people are there in politics, those who are really true to their work. So here it's written, Gandhi is saying that it is a means to serve people, never to satisfy one's own lust for power and fame. Your greed for power and fame should not be your means to deceive people or cheat people. So Gandhiji disliked divisive politics. That is something which cheated people. He did not like that type of politics. Such politics he hated. He did not approve politics which used caste, creed, etc. to come into power. He did not want politicians to come into power by using the name of religion, caste, creed or anything as such. Why? Because in such a politics, they blame others. For whatever dirty, foul play, they blame others. Such divisive politics was not approved by Gandhiji. And in politics, sometimes what happens, the ruling party, it means the party which is in power blames the opposition party. The party which is in opposition to it, and vice versa, the opposition party blames the ruling party. That is, both blame each other, due to which who is in a problem? The common people are in problems. So Gandhiji did not like such type of politics, and he wanted the politicians to consider the well-being of people. But those who play such type of foul play, they don't look into the well-being of the people. So for him, such politics was considered as an evil. See the head point? Politics without principle, that is principle of truth, was not there. Such a thing was considered as an evil by Gandhiji. For Gandhiji, he wanted that the politicians should not use this politics, which is a divisive one, to come into power. He wanted them to come into power by the way of truth. So that relentlessly if they follow, relentlessly means without any stoppage, if they follow all such things, then you have no integrity and morality in your lives. That is, politicians, when they come to power, they should have the principle, the value of truth in their lives. Otherwise, they lose integrity and morality. They lose good character. But people don't hesitate to do all such evil things. They leave one party, join the other party. And they may be joining the same party which they had opposed so far. You may see this nowadays in TV and all. In the media, you may be knowing as students that a person who is in politics, if he is in a specific party, he will be saying the bad things or the things which are not to be told in public of the other opposition party. But after some time, when he is not satisfied with his own party, he leaves that one and joins the same opposition which he was so far criticizing. That is, they are not firm in one place. They go on jumping from one party to another. And at last, they criticize the government. For everything, at last, they criticize the government. That is, they blame each other. We saw in the previous topic, blaming is always there in politics. So that is why Gandhiji says, politics without principle is very wrong. And some people repeat the same mistakes again and again when they come to power. They don't think that they are doing something wrong. They repeat the same mistakes. And such a politics is known as politics without principle, which is a very big social evil. So, if you have a principle in your life, that is, what is a principle? It is an idea for which you can sacrifice your life. If you have the principle of truth in your life, you should be ready to sacrifice your own life for that. So, for him, for Gandhiji, a politician should have the principle of truth so that when circumstances as such arise, he should be ready to sacrifice his own life for truth. But if you sacrifice your principle for some other gains, then you are doing a very great sin. And such people cannot serve the society. Now we'll come to the second point, that is second social evil, that is wealth without work. If you don't work, you have no right to live. This is the principle of Gandhiji. He told that a person should work so that he lives a proper life. You should not eat your food if you don't work. Those who eat their food without working were considered as thieves by Gandhiji. And for him, spinning was a sacrament. Now students, what is a sacrament? Sacrament is a visible sign which has the grace of God for human beings. That is something which is visible, in which you have the grace of God, the compassion of God, the kindness of God for every human being. So for him, for Gandhiji, spinning was a sacrament. And any kind of work for Gandhiji was considered as yoga. That is, he wanted every human being to do some or the other work. He did not consider any work as inferior or superior. Any kind of work was yoga for him. And to prove his point, he quoted something from the Gita and the Bible. To prove his point. What did he quote? It's in your textbook on page number 38. It is, he who eats without performing the sacrifice eats stolen bread. This is a verse from the Gita. That is, any person who eats food without performing the sacrifice, doing any work, eats the stolen bread. That is, a person is considered as a thief. And from the Bible, he quoted the verse, earn your bread by the sweat of your brow. That is, take hold of your bread, that is, earn your bread, your living, earn your living by the sweat of your brow, that is by working hard, not by being lazy. So, for Gandhiji, the sacrifice mentioned in the Gita was work, and the sacrifice mentioned in the Bible is doing hard work. So, both the holy books, he is telling to prove his point that you have to work hard to earn your bread. Otherwise, you will be considered as thieves. And some people earn their living only by coming to power to earn money and fame, not by working. Such people were also not appreciated by Gandhiji. He wanted people to work. Some wanted to enjoy their lives without doing any sort of work. Students, I put a cross here to show that some people enjoyed by only enjoying their lives, by not doing any sort of work. Such people were hated by Gandhiji. So, some people exploit others to become rich. That is also social evil. Why? You have to work hard, not exploit others and become rich. You have to earn wealth by doing hard work. For example, some employees in companies, they don't give proper wages to their workers. Why? They take hold of their wages for their own profit. That is very wrong. Then another example given in a textbook is some businessmen charge unreasonable prices on products and earn profit by the way of cheating the customers. That is also very wrong. The third example is corrupt officials take bribes from people and earn profit. That is also very wrong. It's a social evil. Another social evil is politicians use their power to amass wealth, means collect large amounts of wealth. So all these examples show that these are not examples of hard work. These are examples of cheating others and gaining wealth. This was not advisable by Gandhiji. Gandhiji advised us to earn money by doing hard work, not by any of these methods. Then, some politicians switched sides for their lust of power and money. That is, as we saw in the previous point, first point, they switched from one party to another party for their own purposes. That is also wrong. So, wealth without work is a social evil. According to your textbook, the second point is wealth without work. That is a social evil according to Gandhi. So students, we saw two social evils in this topic. The first one was politics without principle. Second one was wealth without work. Both these social evils are not to be carried forward by any of us in our lives so that we can live a truthful life. Now, in the next video, we will be seeing the next social evils. Thank you.